Ron Placone and I are doing the Progressive Comedy Tour June 20th through the 24th. We're coming to Nashville, Huntsville, Alabama, Asheville, North Carolina, Louisville, Kentucky, and Atlanta, Georgia. Go to grahamelwood.com for the shows. The tickets. Join us. I want to talk about the Air Force is working on a new stealth bomber. Yeah, we need more bombers, man. We just not enough bombers. We're not spending enough money on war. And it's pretty amazing. It's the B-21 Raider. It's designed to carry... excuse me. Oh, it's designed to carry... I'm allergic to their bullshit. It's designed to carry thermonuclear weapons as well as conventional missiles and bombs. It looks much like the predecessor, the B-2 Spirit, stealth bomber, all wing and no fuselage, a shape that should help it to penetrate and survive the most hostile air defense systems on Earth for the purposes of a global strike. Yeah, so when there's an atomic apocalypse, you know, a nuclear Armageddon, this thing can keep flying. So that'll be great. Because when all life on the planet Earth ends, it'll matter who did it and who's going to die last and who's, yeah, that'll matter a lot. That'll matter a lot. Bombs and guns make you immortal. I don't know if you knew that. The B-21s they're pushing these because the B-2 is going to be retired along with the older B-1 bomber. And although the venerable B-52 bomber will remain in service for the foreseeable future at a $550 million per plane. That's before the cost overruns kick in. $550 million per plane. Gee, would that help the infrastructure, homelessness, air pollution? Could any city or state or federal government use $550 million? That couldn't, no? Okay. The Air Force plans to buy as many as 200 B-21s. That's more than $100 billion. Northrop Grumman, going to make a lot of money. They're going to make a lot of money. $100 billion. Wow, that's what Medicare for all is less than that. Is less than that. Free college tuition is less than that, by the way. But we need 200 more bombers because we don't have enough bombers. We outspend the next 7 countries combined. We spend over roughly, I think now it's about $710 to $15 billion a year we spend. China's like $250 billion. Russia's like $70 billion maybe. If we cut our budget in half, it would still be about what Russia and China spend combined. But we need these, though. And this is who benefits. Defense contractors like Northrop Grumman benefit. Your children do not benefit. Working class people do not benefit. Well, wait a minute, Graham. There's people making jobs. These contractors, there's a lot of jobs. Really? These people couldn't be put to work building any number of things that could help? A pipeline that moves water around? No. High-speed rail, wind turbines, solar panels, water purification, water collection? No. Rainwater barrels for every house, a rain collection system for all of the drought areas? No. We don't want... There's no jobs in there? There's no jobs in that? Just bombs. There's Bob Jobs? John Bobs? Bob Jobs? Bob Jobs? John Bob? It's crazy. In '77, President Jimmy Carter did a brave thing. He canceled a major Pentagon weapon systems just before it was due to start production. That was the B-1 bomber. The plane with a sophisticated and expensive avionics designed to allow it to penetrate Soviet airspace in the event of a nuclear war and survive. President Carter canceled it because it wasn't needed. Reagan got in there, Got everybody scared about the Russians. Oh, big Russian, and Jimmy Carter is letting us, America's not, we're not spending enough money. It's insane. So, the thing about the bomber is this country is like, we still got to have, we have these missiles and drones. We can hit anybody from hundreds of miles away. Thousands of miles, tens of thousands of miles away. But no, that's why we spent all this money on the F-31 stealth fighter. It's projected over the life of the program, it's going to cost $1.45 trillion with a T. Wow. How many pensions could be filled with that? How many, with that amount of money, $1.45 trillion. That means this country could have, for just the price of the F-35 bomber, universal health care for everybody, free college tuition, student loan debt forgiveness, no more homelessness for the cost of this stupid fucking bomber. It's insane to me. How does this happen? Because they buy all the politicians, right? And they get people in the Pentagon. Pentagon officials have an array of talking points to support their case for the B-21. These include maintaining parity, if not supremacy, vis-a-vis China or Russia or some future ill-defined enemy, and the need for our heroic troops for the latest and best weaponry. They emphasize that canceling a major weapon system like the B-21 is tantamount to unilateral disarmament. All the other tanks and bombs and fighter jets and bombers and missiles that we have, they don't all go away if we stop funding some stupid bomber. Anybody out there that's in favor of this? Anytime you're having a hard time paying the bills, anytime you see a pothole, anytime a school says it doesn't have funding, remember there's money for this though. There's money for bombers. Remember that. Anytime some government official tells you there's no money for this fill-in-the-blank thing that would make your daily life better, guess what? There's money for bombers. It's insane. Congress, what they're doing, they are spreading the subcontractors to all of the like it's not just one. There's the weapon system is made at this subcontracted to this factory over here in this city. So what they're doing is they're spreading out all of the subcontractors across as many congressional districts as possible to say, hey Congress, if you vote this down, you lose jobs in your district. That's how they do this. So they say it would impact jobs. Nobody asks, hey, why don't we have other jobs? What if people in my congressional district were working at a solar power plant, making $25, $30 an hour with union wages and union benefits, union health care, putting solar, and the solar panels went on our libraries and our schools and our homes and our small businesses, our government banks. Wouldn't that be great? No? Community swimming pool gets a solar panel? No? Bombs. Okay. Even I can't even, all right. This is the last paragraph in the article. And so the Air Force and its flyboy generals will win the fight for the B-21 and take the American taxpayer along for the ride. Unless, that is, we somehow have the courage to pry the control sticks from the cold, dead hands of the hidebound military tradition and lobbying firepower. Until we do, it's off to go, yet again, into the wild blue yonder, flying in our B-21s. Just Everybody start asking the questions on social media. Get that into the American lexicon. That's part of the problem. Remember in 2016, single payers, pie in the sky. They helped get that word out there. So you can put that out there in all your social media posts. Why don't we cut the military budget in half? Then anytime they say you can't afford anything, fill in the blank, just say, let's cut the war budget in half. Why are we spending money on this? And then do the math. Oh, 500 million or 100 billion for this project, that would mean this would put this many, and point it at people in your hometown, in your local area. Whatever the issue is, there's something there that's not getting enough funding. I guarantee it. Right? Go to your town hall meetings and petition this kind of crap. When they're like, we're going to lose all these jobs making a weapon systems for this fighter, go, well, why don't we have jobs building clean energy? Why don't we have a high-speed rail hub here? Why don't we have broadband internet here? Municipal broadband. Thanks for supporting the show.